funny how kids was
1, 2, 3. What's funny, Thane? What's funny?
It's funny how kids like say the meme about the gulag, but they realize that the gulags are a really bad place, especially right now.
Cut that part out.
No, new year, new rules. Everything flies.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
raw.
Let it go,
We're
Thane.
raw dogs.
Let it go, Thane. We got something to say about the ongoing war in
He's freaking
Ukraine and
Elsa
Russia.
over there.
Say something, Thane. Say something about it. Say I have a picture
Ukraine
of
be clutching the gulag.
say you have a poster of Putin on your wall or something.
He does. I seen it.
Yeah.
Right next to his picture of Miley Cyrus.
He role plays as him.
He makes them kiss, the two posters. Takes them off the wall and smashes them together.
Everybody, welcome back to the podcast, which we have not had in like
Centuries.
3 months.
What episode is this, everybody?
146.
Oh.
Yeah,
Look, there it is, right there.
there it is.
That makes it
Let's
easy to
go.
know.
We've been gone for a while, but it's been a justified and much needed break. I don't think we've taken a break from doing content for we've been grinding for probably 2 years straight, haven't we? Like streams and doing the podcast once a week. Besides our 2-week break we take off every Christmas.
Yeah. How long did we take this time? 2 years again? Or, excuse me, 2 weeks again?
For the podcast?
No. Just for normal stuff.
I think we did more than that, right?
We did 2 months this year.
No, not to podcast.
Oh, just the
normal
YouTube?
stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 2 weeks. Well, it wasn't even that, because I think
thought
Thane uploaded the Spider-Man.
So I guess
Oh,
technically it's not, but still, I mean, we didn't record anything really, did we?
not really.
Mhm.
I mean, we still uploaded. I guess that's. still
I think-
good,
I think I did a video in January.
Yeah,
Oh, I did Xenoblade.
Yeah, and I did Halo at the end of the video, or end of the year. And then
Hey,
Thane did
Cole.
one, too.
Oh yeah, I did Spider-Man, and I also did the NFT video.
I think that was February, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was February.
January.
Really?
Uh-uh.
but NFT was January.
No, that was February.
Had to
Got
be.
you
It was
Why?
January. I remember it was the last week of January.
All right. I'm gonna
Spider-Man
prove
was
him
the
wrong.
first. Spider-Man was Spider-Man was on New Year's Day, January 1st.
I'm
No.
gonna prove him wrong.
Oh yeah. What?
Let's get the dates. We got the facts.
Was it, or was
As
it
soon
Christmas
as the
Day?
internet loads up downstairs.
Cole, I really like your Snowpiercer cosplay.
Oh, thanks. I'm trying to be Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So we had Thane Spider-Man 2 months ago, December 31st.
31st. That was close.
The next video was Best of 2021, which was January 7th. The next one was Halo Infinite, January 21st. The one after that was Mario Song, January 25th. And then the NFT on January 28th.
Thane
He
wins.
got us. He
Yeah.
freaking got us.
He knows.
Then
His
Xenoblade
videos
was
are so
February,
important
actually,
to him
wasn't
that
it?
he remembers all the
February
dates
4th.
and all the
That's good.
info around
I mean,
him.
2 years. You better remember those
You better
dates,
remember
right?
at least 2, yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember my dates at all, Thane. You got you got a better brain than I do.
I uploaded the Zone of the Enders video in February, and then I uploaded the Rice one in March.
Oh, last year's stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did do 2 real quick, and then you just took the rest of the year off.
I'll figure it out. I'll find a picture of Thane. All right, so he has Rice there. And then it was Zone of the Enders. I think that was February, yeah. February 5th, so literally a year since when I did the Xenoblade. And then the Rice was March 27th. And then there wasn't a video until the very last day of the year.
Yeah.
Also, this has adds to suitability because you put boobs in it.
There's definitely tits, but I bleeped them out. I blurred them out.
You're not good enough, apparently, says Mr. YouTube.
Well, I wonder if people are making money off that Bud Dwyer video, so.
So, also, I wanted to bring this up. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but our stream got a copyright claim.
What?
There's a scene in the game that was copyrighted by some random thing, and I could not figure out for the life of me what that was the copyright of.
Could we dispute it?
Yeah, we can dispute it if we want to. I didn't. I was really close to doing it, but I decided not to just because I don't really care that much anymore. But when I was looking up like information about that specific like person or I guess company or whatever that copyrighted it, the only other thing I found was another Uncharted Let's Play, and that exact same moment that was copyrighted.
Did someone else say something about? Did they say something about it?
Their
That YouTube channel.
They just said whatever. I don't even monetize my videos, so like, because it was like I think the thing had 0 views and he has 4 subscribers.
And that's what copyrighted us?
No. He didn't copyright us. He also got copywritten for the same scene.
Some
But he's the
companies-
only other person?
Some
Yeah.
companies
What
are trying
was
to
in the
score on
scene?
that small scene.
It was the scene right when I don't think Skylar watched. I think he was back. I think he was gone at the time. It was the scene right when you see Sully again and you and Elena and I guess Nathan rather and
that
Elena.
library thing.
Yeah, in that library thing. There's some weird song in the background. I think that's what was copyrighted. But like, I kind of like refrained from disputing it because like, what if that weird company does own that song? And I don't want to get in trouble because Naughty Dog decided to use a song and then all of a sudden try to like dispute something for something that doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, then we got a strike.
That said, I've only seen that one other random channel on YouTube that had that same copyright, and it was literally within a month or 2 ago that it got copyrighted.
Maybe it's new then.
It
That
could
game's
be a
been
new
out for
thing,
a while,
yeah.
right?
Like the copyright could have like ran up on that song specifically or something, so everything new.
Somebody snatched it.
Yeah.
Such
It
a
could
very
be.
obscure.
Very obscure thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if they thought maybe they'll get all of the revenue from all of the Uncharted Let's Plays or something if they snagged that song, but it didn't work out. I don't know. So I just decided just to leave it be. Maybe in the future, if we care enough, we can.
Yeah, it's probably
But,
for
like,
the best.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think that stream will be getting very many views in the the immediate future anyway. So that's part of why I didn't care enough to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Is that video real? The SEO, or is it clickbait like us
What?
that we did with our Uncharted stream? The SEO Apex with
Apex
Mr.
with
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Maybe.
Mm.
No one's watching.
That guy's
it?
pretty
Okay.
popular.
That guy looks like the guy from Kingsman. He doesn't look like Tom Holland.
Wonder if he would play.
Hey, you know those
I
Mario,
know,
those Mario videos are looking pretty thumbnail-less.
Yeah, they are. I just keep not caring about him. Do you want to know why, Thane?
Why?
I can't scroll down.
That's because I'm on the comment thing.
Well, it says no views on it. That's why I haven't been caring. I was trying to show that up. I couldn't show that.
It's triggering my OCD.
Don't worry, I'll get to him eventually.
What are you gonna do about it, Thane?
I'm gonna.
I'll do 2 thumbnails a year for you, okay?
MS Paint it. MS Paint a thumbnail for him or for it. Thing.
Just MS painted.
What's funny is like Thane will passive aggressively like tell me about it.
You about the thumbnails?
He's like, so Cole still hasn't got me those effing thumbnails. And I'm like, have you asked him? He's like, only 5 times.
I won't deny. Thane has done his part and asked me. I just haven't done it. I'm a lame-o. I won't deny that what I am.
Also, you guys need to get me those questions to my upcoming video project.
You know what you should do, Thane?
I gotta watch the trailer.
You could get questions from us, but you should also maybe pull questions from the Discord.
Is your whole video going to
No.
be questions? Like, are you not going to write a script?
Yeah,
That's lame.
He has an
No.
idea. He has a vision.
I have a vision. Damn it.
I honestly wasn't paying attention when he was describing it to me the other day. I was too busy trying to freak out about cable management.
I love how we're hovering over that video and it's just playing. We're gonna watch this whole video.
Watch the whole video for him. There you go. There's a freebie for you, random guy. It's about Ocarina of Time, it looks
It's like an hour-long video.
We should
Could you imagine? It's
So-
hour long.
let's do the comment of the week. I think that's a new segment I want to start doing where we just take
Okay.
a comment from somebody that's commented on our videos in the last couple of weeks and we'll read it because we think it's either funny or sweet. And this one is just straight up funny. This is from a guy who commented on our ukulele video.
What's his name?
He doesn't get
That's
that.
his actual name, so we
Yeah.
don't want to say that. It
Yeah.
feels like a screen name, maybe.
That could be a screen name, right?
I don't know.
So
Kind of a generic.
for all of you guys that watch our
Yes.
YouTube videos, you know that we end most of our videos with the Xenoblade, one of the Xenoblade songs called You Will Know Our Names. And it's just something we've been doing for a while. I don't know. It's a cool song. But
We've
anyway.
been doing it for like 3 years now, maybe.
Yeah. But this guy in all caps says, "How dare you use? You will know our name as an outro. Skinny Little Virgin isn't worthy of using that godly song." And then Cole commented, because that's at the very end of the video. At the very end of the video.
So unless he skipped, I mean, he watched the whole thing.
So I replied and said, "Thanks for watching to the end of our video."
What a jerk! He didn't like it.
The most ironic part about all of this is like this is within a couple days of me uploading my Xenoblade review.
So, and also, what's I think it's funny is odds are, he's probably describing himself as well.
Yeah,
You're
'cause-
roasting him,
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think if you're willing to
I'm
call
pretty
someone else
sure-
that.
Pretty sure, and don't take this wrong way, but pretty sure Skinny Little Virgins also play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yikes!
But I mean,
honestly,
Chad
that's probably
should
one of the main
too.
demographics of that game. Trust
Yeah.
me, I played that game. I know.
Chad should too, because it's actually a good game.
Does our audio peak, or is that compressor doing its job?
I don't know. It looks like it's doing its job.
Yeah.
Guys, we got a little message. It says twisted sugar or nah. If so, comment below. What the heck's a twisted sugar?
It's
The
the
soda
drink place.
Well, shoot, maybe I won't have that.
Oh, I should-
Maybe I won't have that.
You know what? Yeah,
kind of
maybe
flavors do we get
Colby will
there?
provide the drinks for this week.
You still have to send her money, Thane.
Also,
Yeah, Thane.
speaking of podcasts, since we're on one, I've been brewing this idea for a while of a special podcast project that I've been thinking about, and it's gonna be with 3 special friends. And unlike this podcast where we have to keep ourselves clean, this one's gonna be uncut, raw, uncensored. Joe Rogan on steroids, baby. Nah.
Wait, isn't Joe Rogan on steroids?
Well, no, he's Joe Rogan. Put him on steroids and he's a monster.
Is that kind of like a Chuck Norris kind of joke? I thought you were gonna make a Chuck Norris thing, like steroids take Joe Rogan. That's what you're gonna say.
Steroids take Chuck Norris. No. But yeah, if you miss Thick on the podcast, don't worry. I'll drag his butt to this this podcast.
Aren't you calling it Raw
where-
Dogging it?
Is he gonna be
No,
the Thicks cast?
we haven't thought of
'Cause
a
he's the
name.
host.
We haven't thought of a name yet.
Wait, I thought
We
you
did-
had a name.
Yeah.
It's something like
He
Raw
shot-
Dogging it, wasn't it?
No, it's Rod No Rubber.
Oh,
No,
that's
he
what
shot
it is.
me another
So
name.
R&R
He
with
shot me
these
another.
guys.
Yeah, he shot me
I like
another
that.
name.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
I came up with
I got my hair poking
through.
through like I'm a hipster.
Yeah.
Raw No Rubber.
Thane.
I really want to do
Thane,
this, but we're gonna have to figure out dates.
Thane, I
when
just
to
gave
do
you a
it,
name. I'm
so-
marketing for you already.
No.
Copyrighted.
He
so
thought
you
of
get
it-
some,
Yeah.
you get some royalties.
Yeah.
He thought of one. It was
I'm gonna
called
take
the
you guys to court.
Professional
I'm gonna
Podcast.
really. What?
He said. He
The
DM'd
official-
me and said, I know this is random, but I got a name for the pod, the Professional Podcast.
That's cool, but Raw No Rubber just rolls.
Yeah,
But I guess you could shorten that too to the PP podcast.
yeah.
Or I guess what would it be, your professional podcast? Well, the PP.
The PP.
Maybe that's just your
PP.
tagline.
Oh,
Welcome to the Professional Podcast, guys. Raw No Rubber.
No, you don't want to have it that long. I like the PP
No.
idea. Though. I think that's good.
No. That's just their catchphrase. Welcome to the Professional Podcast, where it's Raw No Rubber. Like
Yeah,
the
but you're
only
gonna say
thing-
that.
content
You're gonna say that
is-
every time. Our content is raw with no rubbers.
Well, anyways, you
I
can.
can't say that.
anyways,
cannot host on
you
this
can speak
podcast.
to
It's
Thick
too hard to
about
say.
it, and we'll hash it out. I
It's
know
a
you
tongue
guys.
Oh, you
twister,
could do the
and not
intro
in a
for
good
them.
way.
So their intro, instead of having some lively like music, you could just have like, you could say that.
It's just me trying my best to say it.
Yeah, it's
Raw
like
No
one
Rubber.
those late night talk shows where like they have a host that kind of talks them in. It's like Jimmy
And it's just
Fallon.
they only give me like one take, so I got to get it as best as I can in one take, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna f it up.
Like, we can only
Then
afford.
you say
we
F
only
at
have
the
enough.
end. and
we
then
only have
leave
enough
it in there.
tape.
Oh, dude, I messed it
We only
up.
have enough tape
Yeah.
or space to record one take of it.
I submitted an order to Colby. I didn't know what it was called, so I said I would like a small Mountain Dew flavor with some fruit in it. I don't know what the flavors are, but whatever sounds best would be sweet. And the pun on sweet was intended because it would be very sweet of a drink, you know, because lots of sugar in it.
What if she goes back with just like a freaking latte for you, just a coffee?
I was just like, this isn't sweet.
This isn't sweet.
She's like, don't worry, half of it's creamer. I'm like, okay.
So we, I mean, Cole mentioned it earlier about the when we streamed Uncharted. We're now streaming on YouTube, and I think it was very
What was that noise?
productive.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I think Colby's walking out or broke something. But the
Scared me.
I thought the stream went well though. It was pleasant. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Cole did a good job planning it out.
Thanks. I put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stream once a month and make it more of an event, and you guys can hang out. So we're gonna be streaming on our main channel, the radkatz YouTube channel. It's linked below and all over. You should be able to find it. So that'll be fun. I'm excited, looking forward to that. But speaking of which, Zay, have you been thinking about a game at all that you've been wanting to do?
Not really. I haven't had a moment to think about what game we could play, guys. Do you have any ideas?
You got 1 month, sir.
1 month.
What would be a good game?
Actually, no, you gotta have less than that.
kind of clickbaity.
Oh, Amogus.
Oh yeah, we could play Among Us.
Among Us for 8 hours. My brain would melt.
8-hour Amogus stream. We just know everybody's tells by the end is perfect.
Yeah.
So it's not even funny anymore. It's like,
Maybe we kind of beat Among Us into the ground. We play it for like 3 or 4 hours, and then we do like cheap knockoffs of it,
like
It's
Fortnite Mogus.
Yeah, Fortnite Mogus. We could do like Roblox Mogus.
I like us to call Mogus.
We'll
now.
just play real life
That's the best
Mogus.
part about this. Mogus.
Yeah, real life Mogus. We all have cameras,
Bro, that's sus. You sus, bro.
and the audio
just
quality's so bad.
It's just their Discord. It's just all 4 of our like video cameras just walking around. Honestly, that'd be kind of funny. I wonder if that actually.
The audio would be so bad. Thick he would make fun of us again. Sounds like it's underwater.
I thought of ways of fixing that if you want to do stuff in the kitchen again, by the way. Like, we'll just get really long cables.
Man, you already have game planned out, and Zay's over here being like, what
You
game?
get Maythane, because I'm going to do April.
Okay.
Are you
So you can have fun, Thane. Wait until May.
I probably need a new job where I don't work weekends, because I don't want to keep requesting one random Saturday off every month, because Saturday's busy at my job.
Why don't you just say, I can't work Saturdays anymore, sorry. They're not going to fire you.
Yeah, all right. No, I'll just.
I
get
think
the
you're one of their
Saturday
most
off.
valuable workers.
I am.
MVW. Why'd you laugh at that?
Because Colby's standing over there.
Is she just creepy?
Sorry. Yeah, she's standing over there.
Oh, what the
She put her head through a freaking clothes
Hanger.
Anyways, how about that Elden Ring? Me and Sky only play it.
I've been addicted.
What do you think about
he's
it, Cole?
been grinding it.
Cole, what's your honest opinion of it since you've been grinding it as well?
Well,
The PC version, because you guys can all play together. But it doesn't offer crossplay, so I can't play because I bought it on a different console.
let me tell you.
What'd you buy it on? The
PS4.
Switch? Oh, the PS4, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I originally had it for the PS1, but because I wanted to play with my homies, I decided to switch to the PC version.
So I'm sure that was an improvement.
Yeah, it
in-
looks a lot better.
in the graphics, right?
Yes.
guys,
cool.
listen. Here's an idea. Fortnite
Dark
be
Souls.
made into Unreal Engine 1.
So it'd just be Unreal Tournament?
Yeah.
Didn't they already make that? I thought they already made Fortnite. It's called Unreal Tournament.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did make Unreal Tournament, and then they
What about
canceled
Gears
it.
of War 1? That's Unreal 2, isn't it?
That's
And that
actually
looks
Unreal
good.
3.
Oh.
Gears of War is Unreal 3, and Unreal 4 is Gears of War.
Do you want to know why I stopped
4.
playing Gears of War back in the day?
Because
Why is
people
that?
are too good.
It's because I couldn't build.
Oh.
You realize that's what you were missing.
Yeah, when I realized that's what I was missing. That's why I'm a Fortnite god right now. It's 'cause
right now, Cole's currently one of the top players in the
That's
world.
right. I play all the time
Man.
because I can build,
Wait,
and Minecraft's good too.
was there a podcast where we talk about the Bethesda buying? Because now there's the Activision buying that Microsoft did.
I don't think we talked. Maybe we talked.
I'm
about
sure we talked about
Bethesda.
Bethesda. That was like
Yeah, but
a
now
year ago.
Activision is under the Microsoft banner.
When is
and
someone
I
gonna
think it'll
buy
be
us?
Better.
Microsoft, buy us.
Yeah, Microsoft buy us. If I have to
We're
get
worth
rid
a
of all
couple
my
hundred
Sony
thou, maybe?
products, I'll
That's a
take
big
$1 million
number.
to get rid of all my Sony
Yeah,
products.
that's a
I'll
big
be
number.
sad about it. And my Nintendo.
Thing you would sell out for 100K.
Yeah,
What
I
if
would.
Microsoft's like 100K? You can never play another Sony game ever again.
Yeah, I'd be sad. It's like, sorry, Metal Gear remake.
They pay him to not play their games anymore.
Wait, what's Thane's favorite game of all time? Okami. Okami's on the Xbox.
On Xbox One, so I'm set, I guess.
And it's
What if
PC.
Okami 2 was a PlayStation 5 exclusive?
I'd be really sad.
But you'd still just let it happen?
Yeah.
You know what
but
I
if it was
would
on
do, Thane?
PC, I'd be okay. If games are on PC, I think I'll let it slide.
I won't
But-
lie.
But if it's not on but if it's on Steam, well, no, they put games on Steam. Never mind.
I won't lie. I probably wouldn't do it.
I would just lie.
That
It's not
would be
like they're
really
gonna monitor
hard.
us.
Yeah, why
That
not?
would be really hard to stay one console for money. Well, they can't track you. That would be an invasion of privacy, pretty much.
You have to go to like a freaking speakeasy to play Sony games.
Yeah, it goes speakeasy, play new God of War. It's like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do it just because I like Pokemon too much.
yeah.
For
I
how
think,
much money?
honestly, I
100,000?
think
100,000.
Would you do it for more?
I'd probably do it for $1 million. But that'd be pretty hard. I still wouldn't want to. I still really wouldn't
All you
want
have
to, but
do
I'd
is up
probably
the price
do
a
it.
little bit. Then
Up
he'll
the
give up
price
on his
a little-
dreams.
I'll
He'll give up, yeah, give up on
I
his
won't be the
childhood,
very best
childhood
anymore.
memories.
I'll
I
no longer
honestly
be-
want the Bungie deal where Sony buys me, but I can still do multi-platform. That also happened like a week later after the Activision acquisition. But
Do you think everyone's
Sony
freaking out? They're
acquired
just like
Bungie.
Microsoft's buying everyone.
Well, okay, that's one of the dumbest things though, because like it doesn't take like a week to be like, let's buy a company.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so funny. That's what people.
Yeah, a lot of people-
literally
a lot of
do.
people were
They
saying that. But in my head, I was like, dude, first of all, these deals aren't going down anytime
Yeah.
soon. But
Oh, I
like
know.
they've probably been in the works for months, if not years.
I
even.
knew you were memeing on them, but like just the fact that there's people out there that literally thought that, I'm just like,
I
huh?
read that comment so many times. It's like, oh, everyone's probably freaking out because Microsoft's buying everyone up. Well, I mean,
whoa.
sure, but
Now,
like
Activision
Microsoft's
had
been
it
buying
coming.
everyone up for a while.
But what's funny as well is like I think it was 2 weeks ago, so about a month or so after the Activision thing, Nintendo bought one of their companies. And I'm sure there's people thinking like that's probably going to response to the Activision thing, but literally this company's only made Nintendo games for the past like 15 years.
which
so it's
company
just like
was it?
I don't know. I don't even remember their name. I just know they've only made Nintendo games. So it's like everyone's like, "What? You're not already owned by Nintendo?"
I think that's really
Yeah.
cool, though. What this reminds me of is like when streamers were now getting picked up. It's almost like a sports team. Like you're getting signed to work with these companies. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess they've been doing it for a while, but there's a lot of indie developers that probably are getting. Like, I know Microsoft bought a lot of indie companies over the last couple of years.
Yeah, but what about Monopoly?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Monopoly sucks, but
Monopoly.
I'm saying for the developers, it's kind of cool. Now they got a lot of money that they can work with.
You okay over there?
Ain't sad now.
I looked it up. It is.
Told you.
What do you
No,
look
I'm-
up?
Told you, Thane. I was right.
I'm against monopolies though. Like I'm
Zay
with
was
you there.
right.
Yeah, I told you, Thane.
Sorry, Thane.
You just didn't believe me.
All I gotta do is just trust Zay. Zay knows all.
Yeah.
Trust what? What am I missing here?
Because what you looked up, I told you that.
Yeah.
Whatever you just looked up, I told you that.
No, it's the Dr. Pepper thing.
I knew exactly what he was talking about the whole time. I was just playing it up.
some company.
I was playing it up the entire time with you.
No, I'm talking about my drink.
My diet Dr. Kelp.
Thane, text her. It's fine. She's not even there yet. He's freaking out.
The best part is like I knew what he was talking about. I'm just a sleazeball.
I thought he was talking about. I thought you guys were arguing about some
company?
company getting bought, and he's like, "No," and this guy's like, "Yeah, it happened."
I don't care.
But yeah, monopolies and stuff. I played the board game once or twice.
500,000, but you have to sell your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Take it. We're making. I don't want to tell you how much we're making, but take it for 500K.
What about you, Cole?
I just make a new one. I just re-upload all my Pokemon manga ones and only do Pokemon on that channel.
Just re-upload everything.
It would just be a Pokemon channel.
That'd be funny.
I've always wondered that though, because like I know that newer channels kind of get a little bit of, don't they? I mean, is that just a wives' tale that newer channels get more push than?
I don't know if
channels
it's
as
true
old
or
as
not.
ours?
I've heard that it's a thing, but I don't know if it's true or not.
I've always thought about just like starting a brand new channel and just uploading all of our good videos to it and see what happens.
We get copyright notifications all the time.
Yeah, but we own those videos.
Could we just shut it down?
We could just like can't like just not be like, oh yeah, they're fine, they can do that.
This
Give
is why
permission.
this again why YouTube needs a link channels feature. Just like, I don't know, it's just that simple. Like just link accounts together.
It would be nice because I've gone through like a lot of people's channels and it drives me nuts because it's so hard to find anything. And I think the way that we've got it is pretty nice.
Like, what do you mean? Try to find something? What do you mean?
Like the Game Grumps, for example. Like sometimes they don't even make playlists of some of the videos they have to do, so I have to type in and search for the playlist. And if I go on their uploads, it's just a
mess
goulash of all their videos. Which I'm not a daily user of the Game Grumps or a daily viewer, excuse me, but there's other channels where it's just
drug.
It's so congested. The content is so congested it's hard to find things.
Like a nose.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when a website
Like a nose
uploads
us.
about 3 years worth of content every year or something
do-
like
do-
that.
What I'm saying, I bet
Every
it's
day,
I bet
every
it's-
day.
Yeah, I was gonna say more than that, but I don't know. I like the way that we've got it going now. It's probably something we should have done way back then. Which I remember when Thane and I first started. One of the guys, Cody, you guys know Cody, was telling us that because we were just kind of up. It was like a trash can. We were just throwing everything in it that we could.
He's
And
like, organized.
Yeah, he's like, why don't you guys? Because we would record for like an hour and cut it down to like 10 minutes. Because I just didn't think that long Let's Plays. Well, for one, I wasn't watching them, so they weren't enjoyable for me. But Cody's like, why don't you guys just upload the full video? Start a gaming channel and then this channel and then do it that way. Just like piss off, man. But no, that's what we're doing.
Well, I mean, it's funny though, because you weren't wrong. I mean, during the era back then when you guys were doing, I don't think Let's Plays were like. Even now, I don't think Let's Plays are like the thing to do anymore.
What year would you say the peak of Let's Plays was?
Peak of Let's Plays? Probably like
2010.
2012. Yeah.
Minecraft.
Literally way
Yeah.
back then.
We're a decade late.
Yeah, on Let's Play content anyway.
That's why we're doing video essays. Video essays are really popular right now.
There are actually a lot of, there's a lot of channels that do random video essays on random things, and it's like stuff that's kind of obscure. But
I
like,
love it.
Yeah, it's
Some
cool.
of those videos I just love.
I think it's cool. I found like recently I found a few channels where this guy he'll do like, he'll go from like an artist or musician to like this random person that you didn't hear of, but it's interesting to watch. You have no idea who they are, but I think that stuff's really interesting. It's a good way to like. I mean, that's a good content. I think like how it's never gonna stop if it's good like quality.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no end to that. I think people are always gonna be interested in it. I don't know.
It's really cool to see like how much research they put into it. And I think you can see that in our videos too. Like there's some videos where you can definitely tell we put a lot more work and research into it than others. And I think that just shines through with any like sort of video essay type content out there.
I'm always just impressed with how long they can make them too.
Oh yeah.
Because there's sometimes when I wrote down a pretty large script and I'm surprised that it's not as long as I thought it was gonna be. Like the one I just worked on, this video will be out by then. The Guardians of the Galaxy video that I put together, I think that's like a little over 4 pages, and it was less than 10 minutes long of a video. And I'm just like, really? This is crazy. I thought this would at least be a 15-minute long video based on how much script I put out. Because I swear, when we first started doing the video essay format, I would do 3 pages and it would get me to 10 minutes every time almost. I'm not sure what happened or what changed, or I'm not sure really at all what happened to like the length, but maybe I just talk faster. I don't know. I just find it very interesting because like, you'll see like 40-minute long these video essays and you're just like, holy crap, how do they write that much? And I watched this one that just barely came out the other day about a Pokemon game, and it was like 45 minutes long. And he has a link in his description to his script, and I was like, oh, I want to see how long a script is. It was only like 25 pages. And so, like, when you put that into perspective, if my video is like, oh, that evens out. Never mind. I did the math wrong the first time, I think. Yeah, that probably evens out. 25-ish pages, about 45 minutes. That's about right.
Yeah.
Because, like, my
Crazy.
Xenoblade video, that was like 7 to 8 pages, and I think that was just under 20 minutes, I believe. And so, double that, 15 pages, it would be 40-ish minutes. Another 10-ish, easily 45. Yeah, never mind. It makes sense. I'm just dumb.
Like I found this guy. His name's Patrick CC. You guys should go. He'll do like he did. Well, I'm watching one right now, for example. Like I stopped it before coming out here, but it's so it's Rob Dyrdek, and it's talking about like how he like ran MTV basically for like 15 years, and he just made so much money off of like all the shows he did, and like just how MTV like now they just do like reruns of his shows, like Ridiculousness, for example, because it's like that's what people will tune in to watch. I guess it said like he made like a certain amount of money for them over like a certain amount of time, and he was able to like use that as leverage to like make his deals really like worth it to stay doing shows, doing different like a show after another. Like he did like 3 or 4 shows in like 10 years.
Well, think about how just big I can only think of the 3, but Robin Big was huge, Fantasy Factory was huge, and Ridiculousness is, I mean, I don't think you could go to a hotel and not see Ridiculousness on any of those channels.
No, it's probably gonna be on there. It's I swear it's always on there.
Like anytime I go to a hotel, it's Ridiculousness and the comedy dudes, the Impractical Jokers. Those two, without fail, anytime you go there, it's just like they play it 24/7. You could watch those two.
Yeah, I'm like I think it's interesting, and it's like a 25, it's like 21 or 25 minute long video, and he goes in depth about everything, and it's like he has like video clips, he'll have pictures, he'll have like articles, interviews, like he does all this stuff and goes into depth about a lot of different things, and I mean he does a great job. I mean if you can tell it's really well produced, and like he put a lot of effort and work into it because he kills it. I think those are cool videos, really cool to me.
They're super fun, and I've noticed that recently I've been much more interested in watching those more long form styled videos, almost even documentary style.
Yeah,
it's super interesting, especially because it's about something that you're interested in to begin with. I think that's probably the big key is like, obviously the stuff that I like to look up is video game related, maybe Pokemon related, even more so narrow, but I like to watch a lot of people's opinions on these things and see what they think in a very detailed manner. Or on the flip side, the documentary style where I get to learn about stuff. Like I sent Skylar one a couple weeks ago about one of the like a really, really popular Pokemon competitive battler. Yeah, competitive battler. And it was super interesting because I knew the guy. I guess I didn't know him, but I knew of the guy pretty well because he's very popular and he's done a lot for the Pokemon community. And watching this video, I was like, dang, this is crazy. You get to see his life. You get to see all these things, very documentary style. And it was super fun. And it's basically just because I was interested in it.
It's really cool.
You say something?
No.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. Like, I'll just find random, like, on musicians or, and I've been doing this since, like, high school, but there was I think it was VH1. They did this documentary series called Behind the Music, and it's just really cool to see how much research, and then they get, like Zay's saying, they get interviews with the bands, and even they were interviewing, like, some of the freaking groupies and ex-girlfriends talking about stuff. But, I don't know. I keep throwing up.
Gross.
It's way fun. It's way fun when you're definitely interested in whatever the topic is. But even at the same time, like, there's sometimes I'll get hooked on channels and then they'll do something that's obscure that I don't know anything about or even care about, but just the charisma of the individual is like, wow, that was fun, even though I don't give one F.
Very rarely I've noticed that I am interested in those. Like, I typically have to be interested in the topic they talk about for me to actually watch the video, but every now and then I will click on something that isn't necessarily something I'm interested in, but it's because of a person that I like.
Yeah. There's this guy, for example, his name's Johnny Harris. I don't know if you guys have seen him or not, but the first video I saw, I think Sayman actually sent it to me, either Sayman or you, but he did like 30 minutes talking about McDonald's ice cream machines and why they're always broken. And it was so
What's that one? Too?
interesting, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But he's got tons of videos. Like he'll do videos on like borders, like some of the most interesting borders that are on the continent, and even those are interesting.
I sampled the video he did on NFTs for my NFT video.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One of the guys that I really like is Nick Robinson. He makes a lot of just very highly produced and very unique and interesting videos. The one that I found him was he was talking about this like Nintendo DS McDonald's training simulator thing that was like only in Japan, and like he talks about how like he tried to get it from Japan. His brother was coming back from Japan. He's like trying to hook it up so his brother could bring it back, and like it was an hour long, but it was like a wild ride the whole way through. I sent it to Sky.
It
Sky
was a
watched
journey.
it.
It was quite the journey.
It's such a good video. And then I started watching this other one he's got where he found out that one of the CEOs of Domino's Taiwan or something like that did some stuff for, I think it was Taiwan, I don't know, just Domino's Pizza regardless, and eventually he ended up moving over to Japan and doing some stuff there. And like he's got this like, if she shows off this clip of like some Domino's ad with like pizza and Hatsune Miku at the same time, and it's just this old guy kind of like presenting it. She's like, and Hatsune Miku's with the time. It's just like, it's so funny. And he like goes down. This is like a multiple video, like little, I guess, mini series, if you will. They're relatively shorter videos than the hour anyway. But the first one, like he like slowly tries to track it down and tries to figure out some information. He meets the guy's son and gets information about that. And like one of the most recent updates, he actually got to meet the Domino's guy and like interviews him and stuff. And it's just it's a really cool thing what this guy can do.
I remember the last video I saw of him. He said this is the rarest 3DS ever, and it was one
yeah.
for the it was like modded for the Louvre in French.
Louvre?
Yeah, the Louvre. It's called the Louvre.
The Louvre?
Yeah.
Louvre.
And
The
like
Louvre?
on his 3DS, like he showed all the features, and each shot had like a penis from a sculpture.
Yeah. He was like showing peepees and stuff. I sent Scott the video.
It's funny how a lot of the most famous Italian art is in France.
Yeah.
And they liked dicks. They liked a lot of dicks.
Oh, it's the rod of life.
But yeah, that guy is
The
a really
root of
fun one to
life?
watch about that stuff.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of those channels out there. And honestly, I'd like to do stuff like that too. That's kind of what I'd like to, I guess, progress into.
I'm with you there. Like I wanna. Well, I guess I do it a little bit. Like I'll do like for my rewinds, for example, I'll do like consoles, like history on consoles. That's kind of fun for me. Or even the Power Rangers one. Did you fart?
No.
It stinks.
I don't know why it stinks.
Did you do it on
Maybe it's
accident,
you.
Thane? It's okay if you did it on accident.
Maybe it's you.
Is he like your son talking?
No, I just wanted to admit it.
Bruh, here's the weird thing.
Just the way he said it was
I
like
brought
something a
home
parent would say
Wendy's.
to a kid.
And it was a lot of food, and I ate it, and now for some reason I'm really hungry again. I
What
don't
was
know
it?
why. All I
He
did
ate
was,
Wendy's.
but
Well,
I
did
just,
you have lunch today?
yeah, I did.
Oh. At
Was it
I had 2
Wendy's?
meals. Yeah, it was. I know that's why I
What
want
were the
also.
two? What were
He
the two
doubled up
sandwiches?
You ate
Wendy's.
Wendy's twice.
What were the two
Yeah, I did.
sandwiches you got? What were the 2 meals
I had like a breakfast sandwich.
for lunch?
Maybe that's
No,
why they
for-
like you so much, is because you eat there and work there. So it's like an hour's worth of your time was just so you could eat there.
I gotta
30
say,
minutes.
They're just waiting for you to move in at this
No,
point.
it wasn't. Oh no, it was an hour.
I gotta say,
No,
Take
it's
it-
30
take the
minutes.
relationship
It's
to the
30
next
minute
step.
break.
my least favorite part about Thane working at Wendy's is that we never have Wendy's anymore.
That's why. That's why I should
It is
probably
sad,
leave
huh?
so we can. Have
I
Wendy's
love
again.
Wendy's, and I have not had it for like months. I think the last time I had it was literally when last time I went home, because me and my brother got it.
And I
Thane,
think
I'm
prior you
sorry.
and I went because we tried to see Thane.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's literally the last 2 times I went to Wendy's, and it's
You
just
should have called for me. Should have been like, "Hey, stay in here," and I would have come up to the
Is
window.
the drive? Oh, maybe we'll do it next time.
Then you
Yeah.
should. So what they're trying to say is you should quit.
so we can have
I know.
Wendy's
Yeah,
again in this house.
I don't like that
I should
job.
quit. I'm quitting.
Like this
Call
man
the boss.
gets to eat Wendy's twice a day. I don't get it for months. That's not fair.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't tell you guys, but this was maybe like a month or two ago. I went like right after work, and he was just leaving. I watched him walk out of the doors and get into his car.
Should have honked at me and said, "Hey."
What am I gonna do? I'm like, hey, I'll see you at home.
See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You should have trolled me and said, "Hey, bitch."
Hey, cutie, get back in that kitchen.
I need to slob on some of these hamburgers.
Yeah,
for
make me a sandwich.
Go cook me some
Put
fries.
No,
Put
but-
some Thane special
but I
sauce
really-
on.
I really should find another
Oh,
job.
That's
I
a little
don't.
much. That's a little much.
I don't like that
Sorry
job
about that,
very
Dave.
much. It's very stressful.
He doesn't
Check
actually do it.
Indeed.
Trust me.
Yeah, I know.
It's a stressful job.
Yeah.
Whatever
Working
job you
fast
do get,
food
though, Thane,
sucks.
try to not work the weekends. That would
I
be
know,
clutch.
yeah. Definitely find a Monday through Friday job.
I think there's plenty of those you can find.
And when I
mean,
when I don't
I think
have to
there's
work
quite
nights.
a few you can find.
You know what? Even if I get the problem with the box job is that it's very inconsistent, and they don't really need morning guys because everyone wants to work morning.
How about did the post office go through or no at all?
I couldn't find the job listing at all on there.
I would just
there.
go there.
Ho-ho-ho.
Welcome back, Colby.
Let's go.
Sorry, I asked for a cookie too late because I was hungry, and I was like, "Oh, I should ask for a cookie," and I was like, "Oh well."
Thank you, Colby.
I don't know why I'm so hungry right now.
Just sleep it off. That's what I always do.
I did sleep it off.
Sleep it off again.
Thane ate not McDonald's. He ate Wendy's twice today, and he's hungry. He's a hungry boy.
No, not the same thing.
He's not a monster, Colby.
Morning was like
You're
a
not gonna say
breakfast
anything twice.
sandwich. Breakfast. It was breakfast items. Then the afternoon, it was like some chicken nuggets.
Colby, do you ever
and
eat at your
sandwich.
work while you're there? Oh.
She
That's
doesn't like
good.
the food anymore because it sucks.
Oh.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say it on the camera. They're gonna find out.
No one knows. No
Wait,
one knows. She didn't say.
You're not quitting that job, are you? You unquit. So
Put in her 2-week notice. It came down to the wire, and then she said, "Can I stay working here?" Kind of a boss move.
we should go. When do you work? Maybe we should all go.
She unquit.
Well, you guys
twice.
probably won't like vegan food, but
No, I've tried. She brings it home. I've tried almost the whole menu.
I'll try stuff. I'm down.
All
It's not good.
Good luck.
Is it just
I
like?
didn't say it. She didn't say it either.
Is it just empty calories?
No,
Is it just
there-
eating air?
There's a vegan chili.
What
Do you
is
have,
that?
like-
Just
Do
chilies?
you have like
It's just
some
beans.
beans and
some veggie sandwiches?
chilies.
That sounds like a. What's the best thing there?
just
The chocolate milk.
Okay, a food item.
Wait, what's
Chocolate
vegetarian
milk.
chocolate milk? Is it
It's
still
just
milk?
like almond milk or
Oh, it's
like oat
almond
milk or
milk?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
All of it is legit. Just like
That
Oh,
sounds yummy.
Agave.
they do a bunch of like the acai bowls or like the smoothie bowls. So you know they put the granola, the chocolate, the fruit.
Oh
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
They'll do that, and it's like it looks really cool.
There was a
but-
time. that,
It looks cool. Also, because it's all natural, that's kind of one of their selling points. So they charge you.
a lot.
Yeah, they try to steal one of your kids.
Yikes.
That's in exchange.
Like, okay, you can have Danny. You
so-
can have Danny for this chili. Thank you.
No, so like there will be some people that will pre-order stuff. Like let's say someone gets like a few items. Someone will roll up like that'll be $98. It's like,
Oh,
are you
no
kidding?
way.
Not even joking. It's just here you go.
That was that one guy.
Okay, but
What did he give him a tip?
I know
Was it a $70
That's
tip?
what the food was. $98.
Oh my gosh.
3 salads, 3 chilies, 4 ollie pops.
What's an ollie pop?
It's like the drinks I like. They're like it's almost like,
Bobas.
not
Bobas.
boba, not boba. It's almost like what's the freaking called? I forgot the name already. Kombucha almost.
Oh, kombucha.
Like that fruit, like the healthy fruity stuff or whatever.
Okay.
That tastes
But-
like acid.
But they sell it for like $5.
I didn't think you were gonna
can.
say acid.
Huh?
I didn't think you were
$4.
gonna put the ID on the end of acid.
It's acidic. Kombucha's acidic.
It is. It's $4 a can is what they sell.
Is it because of the vinegar?
No, it doesn't taste like. It doesn't taste like. I'm just saying it's like for your gut.
Yeah.
It's like probiotics, but it's not. It's more like sweet. Like they'll do like a root beer flavor. They do like a cherry vanilla or something. But they sell that for $4. They sell their sandwiches for like 12 or something. 8. Okay. I don't know.
Sandwiches do sell for $8 most places. I don't think they should because it's a sandwich. But yeah, they do for $8. Like even Jimmy John's is about that.
But Jimmy John's is a lot bigger than these. These are just like
these a
big
little
pieces
guy?
of toast, and then they just put a bunch of stuff on it.
Oh.
So
I'm willing to try it once. I doubt I'll like it. And that's
no.
coming from the veggie guy.
yeah, I mean, try it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, so
you
at
didn't
least
hear-
if-
you didn't hear it, you didn't
At
hear
least
it.
if we
You
go
didn't
when
hear it
you're
here,
working,
folks.
though, like
Good
you're
thing
not
it's on the
gonna
mic.
kill us. Hell yeah. So when's that? At night?
on a Saturday.
On a Saturday? Saturdays are busy. Can't
So
make
it's like
any
none
of
of
those.
those days for you, Sky.
No.
You could do a Saturday though. I mean, I'm sure there's some points on a Saturday where it's not that busy, right? Or no?
What if we come? Do you work early? It's a vegan shop. That can't be that busy, right?
They pop off, Sky.
Gosh,
People
really?
love that stuff.
Maybe
People-
we'll just go. Maybe we'll just go
People-
when she
they-
opens.
They have. I mean, I have to admit they have a pretty strong like customer base. I feel like
Just a cult following,
I don't know. I think it's just the appeal of like all natural, all this stuff.
and it's probably
Yeah.
because. Do you just hire pretty girls? Is that all that works there?
There's only like one dude that works there. They're all girls.
He's probably a good-looking dude. There you go.
Oh.
Good-looking dude.
So really, I mean,
Good-looking
they are
dude,
really,
really
are
pretty
almost
looking
all
dude.
girls. Yeah. Yeah. Colby has
I-
guys flirt with her and stuff.
I'd probably roll up there like, "You're not a vegetarian. Go back to McDonald's." Like, jeez.
Come on, guys.
What is it? My long hair and my hat?
I'm trying to buy a smoothie.
Do I need to roll up with like freaking my dress shoes and my MacBook?
If you put it in
and
a
coffee
ponytail,
cup?
if you put it in a ponytail, you probably.
Oh yeah,
can.
man bun. I
Yeah,
could rock them.
put in a
Yeah.
ponytail and then wear like cargo pants.
and flip flops.
Yeah. With some sandals.
Yeah, and I'll have my chest hair will come out, and I'll have just like a cross on my neck.
What really is funny though is like that's what she talks about all the time. How people walk in and like that's who their customers are.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, but
Cons-
there's a lot-
is it
that's
consistently
kind of a
that?
hangout. It's like where people go. Like, I mean, it's all natural. It's vegan. I mean,
We are now switching to like the middle-aged, very classy women.
Oh, so like the moms that don't have anything to do all day because their kids are in school. Gotcha.
Like influencer type guys, like roll up.
Oh, like influencers?
That's like the 20-year-old.
Do they post on Instagram?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's some popular ones that will go and like that's where they go.
It was
The 40-year-old like. It just like matches the owners.
Because
You
you
know
said the
what's-
owners were kind of hipster like too. You said the owners were kind of hipster like as well.
Oh, we switched owners.
You know
Oh.
what's funny is that no one's gonna hear this because nobody can hear Colby.
That's why
That's
I'm.
kind of
Yeah.
the point.
I've
That's
been-
kind of the point.
I've been kind of relaying some of the stuff that Colby says, just like repeating it just naturally. But I make sure I omit things that I don't think she'd want to be on the microphone.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Is she didn't say it. We're just making this stuff up.
Yeah.
all made up.
How do you-
She's not on camera. How do you know we're talking to somebody?
Yeah, it could be we're just talking to someone that's not even there.
It could be a ghost.
Yeah.
How do we get these drinks then? I just realized. There was something that you guys said that reminded me of something. She said like the yogurt and the granola. Well, there was a time when I would buy like the big tub of
Yogurt.
yogurt. Thank you. And I would also buy like a bag of granola to go with it. And I was like, man, this is great. This is a great snack. And then I realized I didn't care for the yogurt. I just like the granola. So I started buying bags of granola by
Pretty soon you
itself,
found it was
and
just-
I just started eating the granola.
Pretty soon you found like I'm not even eating the yogurt anymore.
No,
It's the
it was just
granola.
going bad in my fridge.
I definitely went through a yogurt granola phase, but I'd put a banana in there. That was my breakfast. Like there were some days that was all I would eat. It's not healthy. It's not
Really?
good. That is all I would eat.
I would do this thing once where I would get those breakfast essentials that I get occasionally, and I'd put those into a blender with ice I wouldn't do ice. I would freeze a bunch of bananas, chopped them up and froze them, and then I put the bananas in there as the ice, put some milk in there, and then some powdered peanut butter.
That
And I'd make
yummy.
blenders. That was like my every single morning thing for a while there. I
That's
loved
cool.
it. It was
That
great.
sounds delightful.
Freezing your fruit and turning that
Making
into
my
your
mouth
ice cubes
water.
is really good for making a smoothie, I learned.
I should freeze my bananas because they go bad before I can eat them. And then, like, I get down to the last 2 bananas and they taste fermented.
Just those freaking.
You still eat them?
No, I
They're
throw
like
them.
the-
Like, I'll take a bite and I'm just like, nope, that's bad.
They've just gone
Oh.
like black and mushy.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of tell because of how thin the peel is. Like,
You could make banana
if I
bread.
peel it off and I'm like, ooh, that's a thin peel. That's garbage.
That's a thin peel. There might be a spider in there, like those videos you've seen where it like pops
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. So I went to
Horrible.
Walmart today to take back those hooks, and I just handed the lady the bag, and she like grabbed it, like pinched it, and then dumped it out slowly like this. And I'm just like,
The
what
bag?
Yeah, I was like, what is she doing? She's like, I have to do it this way because the last guy there was a spider in his bag. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my
I'm
god!
like, you don't get paid enough, lady, to freaking deal with
It's like
spiders.
gently like.
And she says,
Spider!
yeah, she says sometimes
Snake comes out.
people will bring like back clothes. They'll just be nasty, like
Just
been
been worn and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
just gross.
Do they have to take it? They don't have to take it.
They
Do
probably do.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are, but when she said spider, I'm like, oh, that sucks, lady. You don't get paid enough to do that.
That's too bad. I
Ugh.
couldn't do it. I don't like spiders. I really, really don't. There was something the other day, and it was like a video game or something that spiders were in, and it was really kind of like doing me in a little bit. And I'm like, I don't think I was that afraid of spiders, but for some reason that was doing it to me. What was it though? It was just some game I was playing recently. Oh, it might have been Guardians actually. There might have been a spider scene in Guardians, and I was kind of just like, I don't like this, and I instantly got out of there.
Does
No,
Shelob
no.
from Lord of the Rings make you feel icky? Like that big
He's
A
never
little
seen
bit.
that.
I've
This-
seen
You've
Shelob.
seen?
Yeah,
Okay.
in that one game you were playing, she's Celebrimbar's girlfriend.
That's not canon. Sorry.
It's canon,
It's
guy.
not canon.
I don't know.
She's
what it
not a
is.
girl.
It's
Well,
from
she
the
could be a
video
girl,
game.
but she's not a human girl. She's
The
just a big old nasty spider.
Like
So
I remember
the
his
sound-
name. Are you
You
proud of
always
me?
remember
I love
Celebrimbor.
Celebrimbor. It's such a funny.
Do you remember
name.
the old man with the big gray beard and the wizard? Do you know?
Oh, Gandalf?
Yeah.
Gandalf.
See,
Yeah.
Cole,
I mean Count Dooku. Excuse me.
Cole, I think it might be too much for you if because the sound design in those scenes with the spider, they are on point. They're horrible.
Well, it's
Yeah.
I've
hear
never
it.
had that experience. 'Cause I don't like spiders in general, and I freak out a little bit. But like
Yeah.
I can kill them myself.
Yeah.
It's not like that big of a phobia. It was just something weird about whatever. I can't remember. I think it was Guardians, but I can't remember. But it's something about it set me off, and I was really just like, oh boy.
Are you
That's
fine with
much.
seeing them? Do you like? What if you hear them? Like, what if like just like the? Because like there are some times like, or I feel like I can hear.
Really?
Like yeah.
See, if I
Like if someone has a really like in a video, like someone have a really good microphone and they can hear it like running on like
Really?
glass or like in like a enclosure, they can hear it
What if
See,
you
I've
running.
never-
never,
get that
I've never
Ugh.
picked up on that.
I'd
The
probably
closest
poop
thing
my
I got
pants.
to that is like I can feel like every once in a while I'll be laying in bed and I almost feel like something moves. Maybe it's like a piece of hair or something that moved, and I
You
feel like that's a
smell
spider.
like you.
Oh, I flip out, dude! I go boom! It's really hard, and then like I put that down, and then like if I feel it on my arm, I literally go. What?
Hey, you picked the wrong time to do it. You should have done it before.
I
you
thought
said-
it was gonna be like, and there's gonna be one above me. I was gonna lose it if it was.
You would have freaking crucified me the other
I
night.
probably would have screamed if I saw it. Be like,
There was a spider in the corner of my room, and I couldn't reach it, and it was like
You
12:30.
told me about this.
And I'm just like,
And he
I even
went
pointed at him. I'm just like, "Are you living today?" Because I'm just too tired.
you should have
And I went to
screamed at
bed.
me.
I couldn't find him when I woke up.
Should have screamed at me.
He's in my room somewhere.
That's not a good
That's too
feeling.
much.
That's not a good
Wait, what
feeling
time
knowing
was
it's
this?
in there.
It's like 12:30.
Yeah, I was still awake. It was what was it? When was it?
I don't know, a couple nights ago. It was
Yeah, I probably
last
was
week.
still awake. You probably could have screamed at me, said,
Dang.
"Dave, get this spider."
Well, so like the biggest like example of me being afraid of a spider that I think I can think of is that clip of that one when Stain saw the spider running across.
Yeah.
And did you see how quickly
Yeah.
I picked up my feet in like fetal position?
Yeah.
Like it's just weird because I'm not that afraid of them. I know that they exist and live
What-
in our house and stuff.
What
and I know
noise
that
did
they
I
watch
make
over
again?
us.
They really are watching over us.
I like that throwback.
You like that? But like, it's not that big of a deal until I see him. If I see him and I don't kill him, I can't sleep in my
So
room.
it's just out of
Cannot.
sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something on your back. No joke. I thought I saw.
Oh.
something.
I keep
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it
It's
too.
an oil spill or something.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
sure
I thought
where I
was a
got it
spider.
from.
It'd be like, no,
Drives me
no,
insane because I
no.
love
What's
this
that?
game.
No, timing. So real quick before we end, can I totally just like take this train and throw it off the rails?
Sure.
Multi-track drifting.
Go ahead, Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, thanks. So I asked Cole this a
I like
while
it,
ago, but I
Zane.
want to ask Zane Thane this too.
I get to answer again.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, change your answer this time, though.
Okay.
Is there a game in
Yes.
recent times that you've played that you didn't think you would like but ended up loving?
Oh yeah, I remember this question. Did I have an answer for you
I
back
don't.
then?
I don't think you did.
Okay, I'll try to think of one.
So I'll give you guys mine, for example. For as long as I can remember, I've always just been against playing the old Resident Evil games because they're old, tank controls are bad, and I don't like fixed camera angles in video games. So I just thought to myself, I'm going to hate them. They're just going to be terrible. Well, I recently played through Resident Evil 1, the remake, and my goodness, that game is amazing. And it has fixed camera angles, but you don't have to play with the tank controls. Anyway, my expectations were completely blown, and that is probably now one of my favorite Resident Evil games in the series. It was so good.
I've got a reverse. When I went in to play Crysis originally, I thought I was gonna like it, and as you know, I hate it.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was gonna
Are you
enjoy it a
gonna do
lot.
the sequels?
No,
Oh, come on.
no.
You do it, then.
Yeah, if you want to do
I
it,
Take
I
the
don't
torch,
really
Zane.
want
He's gonna
to.
pass the torch on to you.
I guess it, like, I kind of sort of thought I wasn't going to enjoy Shadow Warrior, the first one, that much. But I mean, I liked it enough to buy the third one at launch day.
Mm-hmm.
And I still, the third one's really fun too. Maybe
Well,
Doom could be one for me because, like, I've kind of got bad memories of it from our playthroughs on the channel of 1 and Eternal. And I didn't really think I was going to like Doom as much as when I went into it. But I loved it so much when I played it by myself. I think playing with you
Oh,
guys was a bad experience.
there is one. I haven't played it yet, but I want to make a video on it. Also, Cole was thinking of it too, so we're gonna have to fight
Oh,
over.
Singularity?
Not Singularity. What, Singularity?
Oh, I thought that's what you said. What was it
No.
that you said?
No, it's a game. No, it's like I bought this game because I looked at it, thought it doesn't look.
So you haven't played it yet.
No, I haven't played it yet, but I probably know I'd love it.
Do
It's
I
called-
also own it?
I don't know.
Okay, what's it called to say it?
Inscription.
Okay, that name is very familiar.
I want to play that game too. I don't care to do a video, but
Yeah.
it's the card game thing, right?
Yeah, it's the creepy
Yeah.
psychological card game.
I've heard that game is
Oh.
amazing, and you need to play it blind. Because if you know anything about it, it kind of ruins it.
I've watched too many live streams to kind of.
Well,
Oh,
don't
that's
spoil
the
it for
one
me.
that has like the twist or something.
Yeah, it's some
right?
big
Yeah.
twist that they
Oh.
It
talk
has a
about.
big twist. Like the trailer only shows the first part, and then it goes off the rails.
Okay, well that
See, I'd
doesn't
like-
answer the question.
I guess I'd be more interested, not even necessarily playing it, but I'd like to see. Maybe we do that. How long of a game is it for the live stream?
Look it up. You have to Google it. How long to beat?
Okay.
That could be a fun one.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be. I guess I can play it, but I'd more be interested in just like watching and see what happens because you guys have all talked about it. I'd want to see.
I literally know nothing about it other than just people jerk it off.
I vaguely know it. I don't even know,
Are
honestly.
you looking
I
it up?
think I know it, but I might
You
not.
looking up how long to beat?
Yeah, how long to beat?
What's the other
It
one
is-
that you were talking about, Sky?
it is
it
12
Doki
hours
Doki?
long.
Is it that one?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Doki Doki we could do in one stream.
See, that's that one. What's the
That would be fun, dude. if
That
you
would
did
be one
Doki
you would
Doki.
have to play though, because
Yeah.
we've all seen it.
We
I've
should
heard
no.
Sky
We should
talk
do
about
the extended edition. See what routes they've got.
Well, let's see how long it takes.
So Inscription's 12 hours long. So I
We
don't know
probably
if we
couldn't do
get
that
through
one
it.
then.
Probably not.
Oh.
Doki Doki, what is that? Like a 5-6 hour
I think
game?
it's a 4-hour game.
4-hour game.
Yeah.
Definitely seems like a fun video to do.
Do it, Thane.
It'd be like a kind of. Oh
You know,
man, I wish I knew how to do.
I was thinking. We'll get back to your question in a second, but I gotta point this out. I gotta say this real quick before I forget. I was thinking, after I realized how quickly we beat that Uncharted game, I was thinking I would love to play a Pokemon game during one of these.
That would be fun.
I think that'd be a lot of fun where we play through a Pokemon game because I know I could beat a Pokemon game within 8 hours.
Well, and for sure, like, I know I don't. Well, Zay, you've played. Zay's probably played more Pokemon than I have. Honestly, I played
Only
through
Red. That's the one I
Red.
got
See,
experience with.
I played Let's Go.
grinded that
I
one.
played Let's Go Eevee, but I played it all the way through. So maybe we're about the same.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it'd be a lot of fun to play through a Pokemon game on one of those streams. Anyway, back to Skylar's question. Is there a game that you thought you wouldn't like, but then you ended up really liking?
Yeah, and you guys can comment down below too. I want to hear your guys' thoughts too.
Let
But
us
do you
know if
have
there
one,
is a
Zay?
game you guys have.
I can't. I think there's one. Like I feel like there's one. I'm not like it's not coming to my mind right now, but maybe Remnant.
Remnant of the Ash. Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
want to play with Jordan.
Ash is not ass.
When it really comes down to it,
I can't remember though.
I try to not play games I think I won't like. So that's why that question's really hard for me.
Yeah.
Like when I go in to play a game, I expect to like it because I put the money for that game. I will say that I do plan on playing one at some point that is supposedly is a very bad game, and I imagine it is. But maybe I might like it. You never know. It's Duke
Yeah.
Nukem Forever. I
Mhm.
plan on playing through that game, and I've only ever heard bad things about that. But if I end up liking it, then there's your answer, Sky. I probably
That'd be
won't like it.
surprising because, yeah, it's not very well loved.
Yeah, I probably won't like it.
I want to, I do want to do more like bad games for comedy, but I actually have to play them, and I only have good games written down, and I like.
Which I think is fine. Legit, Cole, you have converted me over the last year of why do bad things when I could do good things? But I've just realized that like I want to try more and more and more things, but like I don't want to play things that are going to be, well, one, I won't like, and two, are just notoriously bad. I think that's probably why I'll never play a Final Fantasy game.
Well,
like I want to. I've heard they're good
Wow.
games, but I don't like.
I think
I
you'll
don't
like
turn-based
you'll like
games.
7. 7's not really turn-based.
Well, the remake's different. I might play the
yeah.
remake. I'm talking
yeah,
about
the remake.
classics.
Yeah.
So you're
Also,
like,
maybe you'll like 12.
I played bad games, but now I only play good. Like
Yeah,
that,
it's
like
because
that one shuffle.
I-
What is it? The prisoner shuffle or something?
I just realized my time is
shoot,
limited.
It's not prisoner. It's
Prisoner Shuffle.
we're bad, but now we're good.
Oh, the sex offender
Sex
shuffle,
offender shuffle.
which is a spoof on the Super Bowl shuffle.
I didn't know that.
Now we're here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. My name's McMahon, and he's the guy with the sunglasses.
Yeah, I just thought that was an interesting question because not very often do I play a game where I think I'm going to hate it and actually like it.
Yeah, for me, it's always the reverse. I think I'm gonna go on liking it, but I end up not liking it. I've never had it the other way that I can think of in recent memory, just because I don't play games that I expect to not like. I don't think I've ever done that.
Travis Strikes Again. I heard good things and bad things, and I thought maybe I'll enjoy it. Not really. It's very repetitive. You really have to appreciate what it's going for. I didn't appreciate it enough, so it's like the gameplay isn't enough for me.
So you asked for a refund?
No,
Okay.
I played the whole
You're like,
thing.
Mr.
Oh my god!
51,
Did you
can I
beat
have
it?
a
Did you beat the
refund?"
game?
Yeah, because it had plot details
Dang,
important to
dang.
No More Heroes 3.
You beat the game, Dan.
Did you ever beat No More Heroes 3?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. It was. Yeah.
It was fun.
Real quick before we end, Zay, I wanted to ask you, what'd you think of Dying Light 2? Just overall. Because we beat that like 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Honestly, for me personally, I would have wanted to kind of flesh out more of like the story overall. I think when we're kind of playing together like that, I don't know. It's like even just the last night. It's like we had 3 other people in the Discord. Everyone's talking. I'm trying to pay attention to the story.
Yeah.
But also those guys are talking. Thick's asking all these dumbass questions. I'm like, man, I mean, no offense, but like, dude, I don't know why you're asking me about like a gas station or what. I mean, I can't even remember because it's like I was trying to pay attention, but like he's talking. I don't know. And like, I didn't think you and Jordan really into the story.
No, I
So
haven't
it's
been
like-
into it from the very beginning though.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, but also I think I would have wanted to play at a different pace. So I think overall that affected it for me on how it ended because I missed a lot of the story, but also I don't think it was that great to begin with.
So
There's some good points, but how it ended, I don't know, man. If there's a way to get to that
It
ending,
was so fast.
it was just
I wanna,
like it
I wanna
didn't.
put my 2 cents in.
It didn't work.
So my 2 cents, as a complete outsider who did not play this game with them, but happened to see the end slideshow of the game, It was a slideshow because Skylar's computer was breaking or something. I don't know.
Oh, his game was freaking out. That was another thing, is that was really buggy.
bad.
So what I watched, it looked, honestly to me, it looked like the end of a chapter rather than the end of the game. It looked like there was going to be more stuff to continue on story-wise and to expand upon, but it was just all of a sudden credits started rolling. Or I guess started flashing.
My
on screen,
biggest
like
issue-
How
this
long
guy.
does it take to beat the game?
We beat it in like, I think
25 hours or something. 20?
more than that.
30?
I think.
But
Maybe
we
30.
we
Close
still
to 30. I think.
we still did a
Yes.
bunch of side quests though. It's not like we just focused on the story.
Does it sound like they want to make a Dying Light 3?
I could see them pivoting into one.
Yeah.
Or
how it
just
ended.
DLC
The problem.
campaign?
This is my problem with the whole thing though. Is our whole goal from the very beginning is I'm spoiler warning for Dying Light 2 if you care. But our whole goal from the very beginning is we're trying to find our sister that we lost, or she's just gone, okay? So we're trying to find our sister, but we have to do all
Do
of
you guys-
this BS.
Do you guys care if you get
No,
if you
no, no, I
spoil
don't
it?
No,
So
it's-
I would've freaked out
the
by now.
game just dumps all this BS on you, and so it's like you forget that your goal is even to find your sister. I'm not kidding. You forget your goal because you're balls deep helping these different factions, and you've completely forgotten about the fact that you're trying to help your sister. And then you find some chick, you go off with her, you find a couple more dudes, and then another problem is you don't spend enough time with these characters, say for like 2 or 3 of them, to even care about
if
them.
they die. Or
Yeah,
like
so
what
some
happens
like
to
you'll
them.
meet a character and then they die, and you're like, well, I don't give an F about you, and you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. But my biggest problem was the whole overarching goal. There was no story build up. There was no character development. Like you get some flashbacks of you and your sister, but that's it. Like there's nothing about your sister at all until the very end of the game, and then you meet her and you're like, what the hell?
That's kind of a letdown.
It's just a kick. It's just a big giant kick to the nards.
Yeah.
That's super interesting. Especially because I can think of a game that has like a really good character introduction, but they die within the same chapter, and the death is a very emotional, meaningful death. And it seems like you probably spent around the same amount of time that someone playing this game would have with this character as they did what you did with those characters, and they died still,
Yeah.
and you didn't care. So that just means that they didn't write the story good enough.
No,
That
it
there wasn't
wasn't.
enough fleshed out story with that character. No reason to care about them.
Yeah, and that was disappointing too. It's like I still had fun. Like the combat, there's so many good aspects about it, but the story was really weak.
Yeah, it was just, to me, there was just no sense of direction. It's like they just didn't know where they were going, but then they got there somehow, and it was just like, oh.
a lot of it kind of like, to go back to what Sky said, you have to kind of like do a lot of things for other people to get what you want. So it's like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's what the whole thing is. So I mean, you like and it's like you can be very and through dialogue, it kind of brings it up. Like people ask you, like, "What are you looking for? What are you doing here?" You can say, "Well, I'm looking for my sister." Like you can. So I mean, it kind of brings it up
Like,
that
oh,
way.
yeah, that's right.
So you bring it up that way, but then you go off and kill this person for this person you're talking to. Like, kill this guy for me, and I'll give you this, or like I'll tell you where this other guy is who might know something, and then you go to that guy, and it's the same thing. It's like, do something for him and do like his dirty work or whatever. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. The goal just wasn't, there was no focus on it. You know what I mean? Except for the very end, and they just whip it out from their pants. But what's crazy is, like Zay was saying, there's some story beats that are really fun. And there's some side quests where it was like for example, there was this, one of the very first ones we did, we go and help this guy who was a real dickbag to one of his buddies. And we're talking to the other buddy's mom. So guy A is with Guy B. Guy A somehow escapes and Guy B's left behind. Well, we talked to Guy B's mom over the freaking radio, and she's like, please help my son, save him. This guy's just a kind of an asshole, and make sure he's okay. We find the son. He's freaking bleeding out. We give the radio to him, and he's like, hey, Mom, I'll be home, and everything will be okay. And then he effing dies right there. That was way better than the freaking story.
It was sad.
There was so many side quests where it was like, wow.
You were invested.
Yeah, and it's like, how did you not do this with the main story?
Well, I'm sure what it was is different writers. I
Yeah.
bet there was different writers doing the side quest compared to the main
this
story.
is just confirmed. There were different writers during the process, because this game was in development hell for years.
Well, that makes sense to me, because like Zay was saying, there's just so much, which that's kind of what an open world game is. You do quests, it's scratch my back, you get this. You know what I mean? That's how it always is. But it was just, the scratch your back, like Zay was saying, is just, kill this guy, go here, kill that guy, do this, blow that up. And it's like, tell me about this guy that I'm trying to help. You know what I mean? Or tell me a little bit more about this guy before he dies after I talk to him once. You know
Or
what I
tell
mean?
me about yourself.
Yeah,
so I
tell
can
me
care
about yourself.
you.
I don't know. There's just no.
I don't know. There was like a missing kind of you
So,
were missing a
There
little
was
bit
no.
there.
Well, the stakes were kind of there, but it's like, why the f do we care? We just want our sister, but we forgot that we want our sister. Well, now I just want the chick that's hot. That's kind of like our girlfriend.
She wasn't that hot. I saw.
I mean, that real actress is pretty. The one they based it off. of.
Probably, yeah.
I'm gonna look her up.
Yeah.
She
So
is
yeah, sometimes when they actually get models like, oh, she's hot in real life. No, we gotta make her look ugly. I don't know why.
The character model is kind of weird, but
Um,
what were you gonna? Oh, go ahead. Thing.
So the thing about Dying Light 2, they had a writer on there, and his name was Chris Avellone, and he's like a very famous video game writer. He's written stories for some of the best games, and they're very critically acclaimed. Like
Into it.
one called Planescape Torment, considered like one of the best stories in video games that has a really good dialogue system, which is probably where they got the Dying Light 2 dialogue system from. But then Chris Avellone got Me Too'd, like got accused of some stuff, and I guess they said to overwrite most of his stuff, and so that's probably why the story is crap.
Oh,
It's like,
It just wasn't.
mean-
The pacing wasn't great. It was like we go do all this stuff, and then they just dump a little bit on you to try to remind you what you're supposed to actually be doing. Then you go do a whole bunch of more stuff, and then they dump another load on you. And at the very end, you just get shot in the face with all of it.
and honestly, I'm
you
looking.
don't
forward,
actually get shot in the face, do you?
I'm
turn
kind
into
of.
a zombie.
I'm kind of like.
Wow.
I'm kind of torn between watching Jordan play through his, because like with our decisions, it led us through this different path. I want to see how much different it is with his decision making, because
Yeah.
I purposely, with that in mind, I picked everything as like different from him, because he would tell me, I made this decision, I made this. I'm like, okay, well, I want to see what else we can do. So I went this other way, and it was not satisfying. Like,
Yeah.
the ending,
To be fair, I guess I need to clarify. I think we got the bad ending.
yeah. Which, I mean, you don't know that. You don't see, I mean, it wasn't super clear. Like, because the characters, I mean, I feel like you didn't know without looking it up.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But-
I mean, I'm just going to do this for fun. I mean, but yeah, we got a bad ending.
But from what Jordan said, though, it was like our decisions didn't really mean that much anyway. And a lot of people have said that. Like, doesn't really matter what you decide. It's like it's like the Mass Effect false decisions. I think it's the Mass Effect, right? Where people were complaining about the false.
Cyberpunk is when they were complaining about it, but I
Yeah.
think it
Oh, is
stems
it?
from Mass Effect.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably YouTube. I'll just see what the other ending was.
Mass
like,
Effect's
but
joke
I'm sure it won't
for
change much.
the third one is that depending on what you choose, you get a different color at the end. Like, it's like, which color of explosion do you get? That's about it.
Oh.
And also, speaking of Chris Avellone, he also wrote for a game called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Yeah, they probably should have just shorted to Vampire Bloodlines 2, but whatever. He also wrote for the game. And after the Me Too thing happened to him, they said his stuff got overwritten. And now the game has changed development hands, so that game's in development hell, and that game's probably gonna have a crap story too. Which is also a sequel.
Yay.
Except this one's about vampires. So
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's always more to say, but yeah, I think that's kind of it for me, I guess.
The gameplay's great, though. I would give that game a hard 7. The story was like a 4 or 5. The gameplay's like a 9 or 10 for me. It's so much fun. So, like, a hard 7's probably a good sell for me.
Well, thank you guys for watching or listening to this episode of the Radkatz podcast. If you like what you heard, feel free to check out our Patreon where you can support us, get behind the scenes, watch Twilight with us, and get your name on the end of our videos.
I totally don't want to kill myself after watching Twilight.
We still
Yeah.
got 3 more, baby. Or is there 4? Is there 6 or 5?
I think
Three
there's
more.
I,
3 more videos.
is there's 3 more?
3
There's
more
not 4?
Twilights.
There's not 4.
I swear I said
There's
3.
2 more
you guys-
books, and then 2 more.
You know
2
what
movies
Thick
for the
said to
last
me
book.
last night?
3 movies.
He said,
Oh, man.
"Oh yeah, I love the Medea movies. I totally watched them." It's
Who
like
said that?
Thick did.
Okay, maybe we should talk about this off air. Cause
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
But yeah,
All
if you
right.
want that, you can check out that. We also have some extra episodes of the podcast there that are exclusive to the Patreon. We appreciate you guys listening to this episode of the podcast regardless. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, week, whatever time of day it is for you. Doesn't really matter, but we love you guys. Thank you. And as always, no one ever says our catchphrase anymore. I swear I'm the only one that does.
Dane, I thought you
I'll
were gonna
say
say
it
it.
on videos.
You do?
They didn't. Dane, you didn't. I thought you were gonna. I thought you
You
were
don't
gonna
listen
take
to the
it.
end of the videos. How
I
dare
don't
you?
listen to your end slaves.
Dane, I thought
because
that's
I'm a skinny
Speaking
virgin.
of, I found something in one of your videos in the end. I don't know if you
Cut,
meant to have
cut,
it in there,
cut,
but you
cut.
might have.
Uh-oh. I'm curious.
Okay, I'll show you. Bye.